In chapter 1, though it was not that important for your exam purpose, but we studied that there are so many physical phenomena. Physics means what? Physics means study of nature, study of physical phenomena. So we saw that all these phenomena that are happening in this universe, and what happened, the scientists observed them very carefully and then they gave some laws, okay, that will help us to understand those phenomena, like the fundamental forces, for example. So fundamental forces, gravitational forces, there two bodies get attracted to each other due to gravitational force. This force is equals to F is equals to m1 m2 by r square, gm1 m2 by r square. Then we also studied that current is directly proportional to the change in your potential difference. So v is equals to ir, so Ohm's law. So all these law that we see, what happens, these laws are explained to us with the help of some terms. Here f, m, r, all these are physical quantities. These are only known as your physical quantities which can be measured. Like here, force is measured, mass is measured, force is measured by putting all the values in this, mass is measured by some device. So directly or indirectly, mass is measured with beam balance. Then radius, distance is measured by a measuring tape. So directly we are measuring it, or like force, if I want to find, so I'll put all the values over here, already measured values over here, and then I can solve it to get the force. So these are indirectly or directly measured somehow. All these quantities in terms of which the laws of physics can be explained and which can be measured directly or indirectly are called physical quantities, like length, mass, time, temperature, electricity, luminous intensity, volume, and many other things. All these are physical quantities. If we talk about any physical quantity, then we will see that it is comprised of two things. One is the unit part and other is the numeric part, number part. So physical quantity is denoted as number into unit. Suppose I want to measure the length of a rod. Length is a physical quantity. So 4 meters. 4 means the numeric part, the number of times what is repeated, meter is repeated, meter is the unit. So 4 into meter, 4 meter. So we are getting this. Now suppose I want to convert it in centimeters. So 4 meter is equals to 4000 centimeters. Now if you see in both the system, this 4 meter and 400, so when the numeric part is changing, when the numeric part is increasing from 4 to 400, it became, so meter is also changing to centimeter, means see, meter is small, bigger unit, centimeter became smaller unit. So n1 u1, if it is there, n1 and u1, and if it is there n2 u2, now n1 u1 equals to n2 u2 means n into u is a constant, so n is directly proportionate to u. If we increase the unit, the number will decrease. If we increase the number, the unit has to decrease. The smaller the unit, the larger will be the numeric value. Now earlier the scientists of different countries were using different systems for measuring. Okay, first there was CGS, then FPS, then MKS. So CGS means centimeter, gram in seconds, length in centimeter, gram, mass in grams, and time in seconds. Then FPS, length in foots, mass in pounds, and your time in seconds. The same way MKS. Now MKS was to clear all this confusion. What happened? Internationally accepted, some system should be internationally accepted. Wherever you go, the same system should be accepted. So we started a SI unit system. We modified this MKS and we what happened? We took a SI system, which is very important. Now the physical quantities and its SI units we have to know. So the physical quantities are divided in 3 categories. Okay, one is fundamental physical quantity, then derived physical quantity, and the third one is supplementary physical quantity. What is fundamental physical quantity? Those physical quantities which are the basic. There are only 7 in this whole universe. There are only 7 fundamental quantities, okay, which are the basic, and other quantities, other physical quantities are derived from this 7 quantities only. So we can say that the 7 base quantities which do not depend on any other physical quantity are known as fundamental physical quantity. What are those? We have to remember this by heart. Okay, so length, mass, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity, and amount of substance. So length, SI unit is meter. So sometime what happened, we denote it with capital L. Mass, kilogram, denote it with M. SI unit is kg. Time, second, we denote it with capital T. Temperature, Kelvin. See, temperature, time already T is taken, so temperature from Kelvin it is taken K, or sometime it is also denoted as theta. Electric current, amperes, so A is taken and I is also written sometime. Then luminous intensity, candela, so CD is taken or C is written. Mole of intensity, mole is written, or MOL is written in square brackets. Then what is derived unit? Derived unit are those physical quantities which depend upon the fundamental physical quantity. For example, area. Area is length into breadth. Length unit is meter. Breadth is what? It is also a type of length which is taken in different direction. Okay, length, breadth is what? It is also, SI unit is meter. So meter is square. So it is a derived unit based on two fundamental units. Then volume, length into breadth into height. All the three are what? Lengths only. This is distance only, length, breadth and height. So meter into meter into meter, meter cube. Velocity, displacement upon time. So displacement is also fundamental unit. Time is also a fundamental unit, meter per second. So it is also a derived unit. Force, mass into acceleration. Mass is a fundamental unit. Acceleration is again velocity upon time. Velocity is meter per second. Time is second. So all these are derived, your fundamental. So fundamental units are multiplied or divided or added or subtracted to give the fundamental, to give the derived unit. Fundamental units are mathematically operated to give the derived units. Okay, and then third is supplementary unit. It is also a type of fundamental unit only, but here we'll see a difference. That is why we have not given it the same category. Now what is the difference? Supplementary unit are angles. Okay, one is the plane angle, or the second is the solid angle. Plane angle when formed by two lines intersecting each other, and other one is the solid angle. Solid angle is the angle which is formed in the solid. Suppose there is a sphere, or suppose cone. Okay, cone is also making an angle with the base. Now is it a type of plane angle? No, it is a 3D type of angle, so that angle is known as solid angle. SI unit of plane angle is radian. SI unit of solid angle is steradian. Okay, so next class we'll study about dimensions.